Seconds? Call the special meeting to order. Board of Selectmen, special meeting Wednesday, July 7, 2021 at 6:45 PM. We are in the Buck Foreman Community Room, 265 Main Street in Portland, Connecticut, 06480. And the second item is the resolution for the lease purchase agreement, and we need to set a special town meeting date. In working with Attorney Bruce Chudwick, he pointed out that while this was approved at referendum for the budget, the actual lease purchase agreement needs to be approved at a special town meeting. So, resolved, the Board of Selectmen recommends that the town of Portland finance the projects described in the capital improvement plan included in the town's 2021-2022 budget, using capital lease proceeds under a lease purchase agreement with a total principal amount not to exceed $1.5 million and a term not to exceed 7 years. The lease purchase agreement will finance equipment and vehicles for the Board of Education, Fire, Grounds, Police, Department of Public Works, Highway, and town-wide closing costs. And be it resolved that the attached resolution for the lease purchase agreement is hereby approved and shall be submitted to a special town meeting to be held on Wednesday, July 21, 2021, in accordance with the attached legal notice of special town meeting, which is also hereby approved. So the motion that I am looking for tonight is that the Board of Selectmen make a motion to set the special town meeting for this purpose, which is to consider the authorization of a lease purchase agreement and a call for the special town meeting to approve the authorization for July 21 at 7 PM in the Buck Foreman Community Room.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Rick. Any discussion?
I think it probably fine, but I know that for the on the education piece, we were doing 4 years on the Chromebooks and
Yes.
7 on everything else.
Yes.
Overall, the overall agreement is 7 years, so I think we're fine.
Not to exceed, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, not to exceed, so it can be
So-
less than,
Perfect.
Jim, this includes the Chromebooks?
yes.
I would, yes.
Yeah, and then what are the town-wide closing costs? Like what's,
I don't have that number
no,
tonight.
but I mean, just what is it? Like
Well,
closing
it's the
costs?
cost, it would be the cost for our attorney.
Oh, to close the
Yes,
note or?
to close the-
I got you,
Yeah, the
okay.
lease, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, I don't need to know the number, I was
Okay.
just, no.
Good question. Any other
Um,
questions? This will be before our regularly scheduled meeting on the 21st.
So you have a time you want to put on this?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Oh, oh, there we go, on the
Yep,
purple page.
July 21, 2021 at 7 PM in the Buck Foreman Community Room, 265 Main Street.
And what's on the back of this resolution? Oh, it's the same, basically the same thing. Okay.
Any other questions or comments?
I'm good.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Jim?
I'll second that.
Seconded by Lou. All in favor?
Aye.
And it is 6:50. Thank you. So our next meeting will be the public hearing at 7, Nick. So
So.
this
yeah.
meeting. thumbs up when we're ready? Okay. Legal notice of public hearing for the Board of Selectmen, Wednesday, July 7, 2021, at 7 PM in the Buck Foreman Community Room at 265 Main Street, Portland, Connecticut, 06480. Pursuant to Section 503D of the Town Charter and Section 7-163E of the Connecticut General Statutes, the Portland Board of Selectmen shall hold a public hearing on Wednesday, July 7, 2021, at 7 PM in the Buck Foreman Community Center to consider public comments and questions, both orally and in writing, on the sale of town-owned real property, commonly known as 634 Main Street, to the person entity who submitted the best and highest bid. The public hearing will be followed by a special town meeting to consider and vote upon the sale of the property to Snyder Civil Engineering LLC for the purchase price of $222,500 and the execution and delivery of all documents and instruments necessary to effectuate the sale of the property. A copy of the proposed special town meeting resolution is available for public inspection on file in the town clerk's office and online at www.portlandct.org. And this was dated the 23rd day of June, 2021, by myself, Susan S. Bransfield, first select woman. So I will open it up to see if there are any comments. And I'll ask Nick to monitor the chat in case there's anything on Zoom. Nothing so far. So as I traditionally do, we'll wait a few minutes to see if anyone comes.
We'll have to work on that one.
I do have copies of the resolution, which I'll share with you if you want one. You're welcome.
You didn't sign him with a red pen, did you?
What?
You didn't sign with a red pen?
No,
Something's
I don't
wrong
know
with
why
my-
it
something-
came
no,
out
it's my
that
printer.
way.
It's my printer. There's something going on with my
Oh.
printer.
No, I did not sign it at that time. This will be at the town meeting.
We had a
Michelle
seven,
made extra
two.
copies for everybody.
That might have been 5 and 2. Usually there's 2, 4.
Very lucky you have me.
Yes.
Whereas the energy, for some reason, they call it a task force. And I'm not sure what the difference is. But his steering committee. That's steering committee. That's pretty much the same as what we did is. Yeah, we did this report. What happened was, at the time, Deanna Rhodes was, kind of panicked. And, she was thinking it would stop planning its own.
Yeah, weird things happen.
And she helped us in the beginning, we got going. And Susan said,
I think you're out of
proposed
sight.
that we put together, I think, $5,000 or
The color
$6,000
that's missing.
for.
You know what?
Steering committee.
Yeah, sign.
Work with us.
It's,
So we happened to hire, we interviewed 5 or 6 different engineering people, companies, and we ended up with Anchor, which is really good. And Anchor's also the engineering company that the companies think they use. So anything we were talking about the trail, which isn't the answer to me. There were a lot of times that we were able to talk about that. For example, the part of the trail that goes to Depot Hill. Well, the Portland line is where the brook goes.
Right.
So there's about 500 feet more in East Hampton. So we just said, listen, we talked to Lori Gina. Lori, we don't want to stop.
Yeah.
But we can get there.
yeah.
Can we go to at least to the road? And then people could get there. And then there was a spot where the depot was, where it was kind of.
Who fixed that up?
So what happened was, as soon as we got to Depot Hill, East Hampton said,
I don't know what they're talking
okay, I think either they did or they got money or a combination. They said, we're gonna fix the parking lot, but have some money to do the trail to the west side.
Yeah, it just dead ends there, but it's better.
So whenever we have our meetings, Kevin is there. Kevin knows what he stands in, so he knows what, so when he meets with these things, he tells them what he wants, so when he meets with us, he tells them. So it really worked out well. Who would have known? I mean, that if we picked a different engineering company, it wouldn't have worked as well, but it worked out fine. So, yeah, I guess, I'm not sure what we would need, as a consultant, but no, maybe not. Maybe Mary, who, knows a lot about the real estate. Okay. Would be the person that still would be the first one. Yeah.
Well, I think
Make it all come together. Wonder if she's gonna speak.
Mary's gonna have some say no matter what. I think look at someone else. We've got to be more of a dichotomy of diverse.
Yeah.
Another person that we talked about in the past was John.
I did get a phone call. John would be good because he knows that I found out. At least have a whole lot. Yeah, would he? And maybe he wouldn't even have the time to be on, but he would be a good consultant. Ask questions about. And I was talking to him. Maybe we should wait until it's not done.
Well, that's kind of what I want to talk to her tomorrow. We were going to talk today on the phone, and I was busy. And you're welcome.
I was in college 4 years ago, but my wife's going for surgery.
So I'll let you guys
Busy
talk
next couple of days. But yeah,
I just want to make sure
it's worth whatever you're going to make. Very well. Maybe 600 degrees was out of public works. And maybe somebody that just doesn't do it. I mean, that's a lot and stuff like that. But maybe somebody else, maybe like, who wouldn't like to be nice, maybe Rosaletta. She has a mission. I think she goes up and down the river. She sits down on my road. And she does it. And we have this land.
Well, I'm not a big power boat. I have a power boat license. I do know the river pretty well.
Right. So
Not
you're,
like maybe like.
well, this is the thing. What do we need?
I
What do we need to know?
I paddle.
We could look at a map. And we could even ask. There were a couple. And say there's a couple of jobs. There's a
Thing about it.
Here's the map. We got one of those. That's the draw line, and which is he's not allowed. That's probably September. And the current is on that side. The water goes toward the school.
Oh yeah.
Sure. And of course, it is true that there is a flood. And I have my 4 weeks vacation at the end of the month. By the time we get
I'm not sure.
take my week off and spend it out. Well, that's another thing. That's what we need. But I think go by the state. So, you gotta go by the state.
Yeah. I guess, you mentioned something that that's a lot of roads. The positive thing about them is that they're people. That's a businessman. He probably knows a lot of people who roads.
I've never seen this before.
To some extent. So, I mean, that's a plus.
And if it wasn't Rose, it would be somebody else.
Nick, is there anybody on the chat?
Thing is,
Okay.
too strong a power vote.
Okay, I'm going to
Take it in that direction.
close the public hearing. It's, give it one more minute. 7:10. 7:10, close the public hearing. So the next.
On tonight's question?
See, I'll sign in real quick.
Oh, sure. And then as you sign it, I will give you a ballot so you can vote. And here's your ballot, sir. All right, Susan, here's a. Oh, you got the card. How you doing? Good.
I was thinking of you, I went over, we should try to head over, Rick. I went around the corner.
I'm listening.
And I was looking at where we were talking about canoe launches. But I was looking at it from the water and monitoring depths, heading in a little bit.
Along
North end of the park.
okay. Yeah, I can't, when it gets deeper than my paddle, I can't tell the depth.
When it gets shorter than your paddle, I don't want my boat there. So
Yeah,
between the two, we
right.
can put it together.
But doesn't look like that. Yeah, happy to go out there. Yeah, I think this is a record for town meetings, though. I can't remember, the past 5 years doing so many town meetings in like the span of 3 months, right?
Yes. It's been very
And I
busy.
think we have another in 2 weeks.
We have another one on the 21st. That's what we just voted on. 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, we'll be there.
Now, this is still not our largest one.
Our largest one, you remember that one? Oh, yeah, go for it. Yeah, that one.
She has not gotten in touch with me, so that's good.
No news is good.
Yes, everything. No questions.
Come on. This is the sale of the old, the old firehouse? Yeah. That's awesome. I remember it was like a lease station. I think I just remember going there. They had like a little train or something. Yeah, the cellar savers.
Yeah.
I do have yellow, but not for you today.
Show up with a yellow one, we know you know.
Exactly. It's a blue like.
You know what, we can have people vote right here.
Yeah, I think by Sunday. Well, the beach showers Friday. Oh, wow, so we're depending on the turnout, I have these guys ready to go.
You got all
We're not
things ready to
gonna-
go?
we're not gonna need those.
So,
All right. Ready? All right, the time is 7:15, and I will now call this meeting to order. The first order of business tonight is to elect a moderator. Are there any nominations?
I nominate Jim Tripp.
Thank you. Who had that? I heard Lou on that. All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, is there a motion to close nominations?
So moved.
Thank you, Susan. Is there a second? Thank you, Rick. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. Jim?
Thank you. All right, I'm going to read the call of the meeting into the record. It was published in the River East on June 25th, 2021. And when I'm done, I'm going to ask the town clerk to also file the return of notice as part of this record of this meeting. Legal notice of special town meeting, Wednesday, July 27, 2021, at 7:15 p.m. Buck Foreman Community Room, 265 Main Street, Portland, Connecticut, 06480. The electors and those persons eligible to vote in the town meetings of the town of Portland, Connecticut are hereby warned and notified that pursuant to Section 503D of the Town Charter, a special town meeting will be held by the Board of Selectmen on July 7th, 2021, at 7:15 p.m. in the Buck Foreman Community Center to consider and vote upon the proposed sale of town-owned real property commonly known as 634 Main Street, Portland, Connecticut, to Snyder Civil Engineering, LLC, for the purchase price of $222,500. A copy of the complete resolution to be voted on is available for public inspection in the town clerk's office and on the town's website at www.portlandct.org, dated this 23rd day of June 2021, and attested to by Susan S. Bransfield, First Selectwoman. All right, I'll entertain a motion to introduce the resolution entitled Proposed Sale of Town-Owned Property, 634 Main Street.
I have resolution and I move adoption.
Thank you, Susan. Seconded by Ralph Zampano. All right, I'm now going to read the resolution. Proposed sale of town-owned property, 634 Main Street, dated July 27, 2021. Whereas on March 23, 2021, the Board of Selectmen agreed to put up for sale the town-owned property located at 634 Main Street in the Gildersleeve section of town, containing a structure that was built in 1935 and by estimation 0.37 acres, Zone R10, designated in the assessor's files as map 66, lot 1. And whereas on April 8, 2021, the Planning and Zoning Commission conducted an 824 referral and determined that the sale of surplus town-owned real estate to private ownership benefits the town by returning the parcel to taxable status and ensures the parcel will comply with ZR as required in Table 4.1, permitted uses in residential zones. And whereas, in accordance with Connecticut General Statute 7-163E, a public hearing was held on Wednesday, July 7th, 2021, at 7 p.m. to consider the proposed sale of the town-owned real property known as 634 Main Street to the person or entity who submitted the proposal with the highest purchase price in the amount of $222,500. And whereas pursuant to the Town Charter, Section 503D, a special town meeting was held on Wednesday, July 7, 2021, at 7:15 p.m. to consider and act upon the proposed sale of the town-owned real property known as 634 Main Street to the person or entity who submitted the proposal with the highest purchase price in the amount of $222,500. Now therefore be it resolved that the sale of Lot 1, Map 66, AKA 634 Main Street, to Snyder Civil Engineering, LLC, 150 Marlborough Street, Portland, Connecticut, 06480, for the sum of $222,500 is hereby approved. And be it further resolved that Susan S. Bransfield, the first selectwoman, or her designee is authorized to execute any and all documents necessary to effectuate said sale. All right, we'll call for public discussion. All right, seeing no discussion, hearing no discussion, I will entertain a motion to move the question tonight. Seconded by Rick. All right, all in favor? Aye. All right, the question's moved, let's come up and vote.
We'll check. Yes.
Yes is
affirmative, yes.
in favor of the sale. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Last but not least.
They're all set.
I'm all set, yeah,
Or do you
thank
wanna-
you. No, you can keep them, I'm all set, thank you. All right, you ready?
Yep, how many people do that?
11.
11?
Mm-hmm. All right, so, just yeses in one pile.
I feel we may have
Yeah.
business questions when we have 11.
Oh, but,
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
so, you got one kind of?
So you observed?
All right, yep, I observed.
All right. All right, the result of the vote was 10 yes, no votes, no
No.
absten.
It's 11 yes.
I'm sorry, 11 yes. 11 yes. My apologies. 11 yes, no votes, and no abstentions. So the motion passes. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to close the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
We have seconded, seconded by Ralph. All in favor? Aye. And the meeting's adjourned.
All right, 7:23.